Assalamu alaikum. Hello everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for giving me this great opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Alhamed from Yemen. I'm 24 years old. I took my secondary school in Yemen and then I studied English and ALS in Kuala Lumpur, which was my first step to start self-independent journey. After that, I furthered my study at one of the best universities in Malaysia, which is University Technology Malaysia, Skudai, by taking a Bachelor of Biomedical Engineering, and I will be graduated by 2021. I'm interested to start my career in any job that is related to biomedical engineering. For my presentation today, I would like to discuss my strength and weakness in terms of values, interests, skills, and personality, and compare this result to the result that I got from Holland Career Test in order to give you a clear view on why I'm suitable for this job. Then I will discuss the outcome for my strength and weakness to show the matches with my career interest. In the last part, I will express my agreement and disagreement about Holland Career Test. First and foremost, I'm a reliable person and I have quality of being patient. I'm also a very detective person, especially when it comes to work. I may put things in overtime to finish my work. I have been working in different labs and sometimes I stay overnight in the labs to do some test or any other required task. I have been always an initiative and resourceful person. I have participated in many competitions where a very good solving problem skill is highly required. I and my team were the winner of the 30th Innovation Competition in UTM and the winner of CDIO project in my faculty. I have a good leadership skill where I can precisely select and lead my team to achieve what has been targeted. I practice these skills during my studies when I joined different society and clubs for different positions and activity inside and outside the university as a director, tutor, facilitator, and participant. I'm one of the Bionic Club founder who established this club to provide various activities in my faculty. On the other side, one of my greatest weakness is being very detail-oriented person. Sometimes I focus too much in the detail of a project and spend too much time analyzing final point. During my study, I was always collecting my team work for a group project and double check every single word, which caused last minute submission. This has led me to feel stressed or burnt out. However, I have been striving to improve in this area by checking with myself at regular interval and giving myself a chance to refocusing on the bigger picture. That way, I can still ensure the quality without getting caught up in the details that it affect my productivity or the team ability to meet the deadline. Additionally, sometimes I have trouble saying no to requests and end up by taking more than what I have to do. I have been requested to direct a lot of activities and conduct workshops. I was involved in some committees and clubs. However, I successfully combined all of these with my studies with other commitment by improving my management and multitasking skills with capability of working under pressure. And for your information, my academic result wasn't affected. Until now, I have 5D list and I'm doing my best to keep my academic performance balanced with other duties. Now, let's talk about Holland Career Test and the result that I had from this test. According to Holland theories and assumption, career satisfaction is greater when the personality type and choosing career are matched appropriately. Personality types are 6 types identified by Holland, which are realistic, investigative, artistic, social, enterprising, and conventional. For the result that I got from Holland test, it shows that I'm more investigative than enterprising, lastly realistic. It stated that investigative type tend to be pensive and considering how things work and how to improve processes. Investigative occupations frequently involve working with ideas and require extensive amount of thinking. These occupations can involve searching for the facts and figuring out problem mentally. I always tend to employ analytical approach to life and work. I take an interest in math and science, valuing the concrete details offered by numbers, figures, and theories, and I applied all of these in my studies, in my project that I have during my studies. Second is enterprising. It's stated that people who fall into the enterprising Holland code category are more adventurous and enthusiastic. Enterprising occupation frequently involves starting up and carrying out projects. These occupations can involve leading people and making many decisions. Sometimes they are required risk-taking, and they often deal with business. I have been always a business-oriented person, converting every idea I got to start a new business. Early before I joined university, I suggested my father to open a computer accessories and internet cafe shop, and I successfully managed the shop for 1 year that returned all its expenses. Nowadays, I'm doing trading cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Tether, Ripple, coins, and so on, which considered risky market. Third is realistic. It's stated that realistic personality types enjoy using their hands and eyes to explore the world and accomplish things. Realistic occupation frequently involve work activities that include practical hands-on problem and solutions. They often deal with plants, animal, and real world material like wood, tools, and machinery. During my study, I always prefer to practice to do practical projects where I deal with things more than theoretical or paper work. That's why I have worked as an intern in some project in biomaterial labs where I had to synthesize and run analytical tests to identify certain properties for different materials such as bio-based polymers. I also joined other labs under different supervisor where I exposed it to different software programming such as MATLAB, C programming, Python, Arduino, and softwares for analysis such as SolidWorks, Quartz, and Multisim. To summarize the result that I had from Holland test, I have been defined as investigative, then enterprising, and realistic. And I do agree with the result that I got from Holland test. It's really described my personality because, as I mentioned before, I'm a person who likes to investigate and experiment, ask and solve, with skill of thinking analytically and logically, communicating by writing, speaking different language such as Arabic, English, Malay, and Mandarin. I also like meeting people, influencing and encouraging others, and working in business with promoting, managing, and organizing skill. And as an engineer, I prefer work mainly with hands, making, fixing, assembling, or building things. Before I end up this, let me tell you about some of my hobbies and how they affect my personalities. First, practicing sports such as football, futsal, swimming, and other mental games such as chess and so on, which improve my leadership skill and make me more adventurous and social. Sports teach me how to choose and lead my team members when I have to be strict and lenient. Another hobby is traveling. This is how my personality converted from being introvert to extrovert. It's also improved my communication skills by exposing me to a lot of people from different backgrounds and culture. Moreover, it helped me to be more organized and good planner. Today, as a biomedical engineer in the midst of COVID-19, with the advancement of technology, bioengineering, and health care sectors, humans still in need for developing faster and more effective equipment and measures for diagnosing, treating, and eradicating disease. Overall, and based on my strong background, experience, and achievement throughout past year of studying in biomedical engineering and developing my knowledge and skills through laboratory work and leading projects, I believe that I have the qualification and quality to succeed in this role that you are hiring, and I never dream about success, I work for it. Once again, thank you for your attention, and I'm looking to hearing from you soon.